So for the second part, I didn't tell you guys what's going to happen here, but basically we're going to try to spend at least 10 minutes on each topic. But there's 3 topics, so 30 minutes in total, but 10 minutes each. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it, and we're just going to talk about it.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
10 minutes each person per topic?
No, 10 minutes each topic.
Per topic? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Like if it was 3 minutes, 33 seconds apiece?
Well, I mean, we can just talk. Like, we can just talk it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like, no, we'll just, I'll start the timer and listeners, we're trying to do our best with this again. We may go over, as long as it's not like 3-5 hours later, I think we'll be good. Like, it is already like the next day for us.
You have the timer?
Wait a minute. Before we start, big news. OpenAI holds back public release of tech that can clone someone's voice in 15 seconds due to safety concerns.
Oh, God.
Jesus. World's going to hell. Let's keep it moving, though.
All right. Yeah, it's like we get more advanced in technology, but it's like morally we're diving. But anyway. So yeah, for this part, like I said, 10 minutes each, we're just going to discuss, and I will start the timer each time. So 10 minutes, and when that timer hits 0, we are done. And the first topic are channels built on hype and dying. I started the timer, and this is actually the reason why I suggested us talking about YouTube channels for this episode. Because there is one specific guy that I followed when Phasmophobia came out. This man was getting like 50, 100K views per video because he was so committed to Phasmophobia. But when he got bored with the game and he started trying to do other things, he started only getting 500 views per video. So what do you guys think about that?
About channels of hype dying?
Well, let me rephrase it. Remember how I said when Akira Toriyama passed away, and I said I'm watching you, Bandai, but I'm also keeping an eye on YouTubers, because what YouTubers will do is they will something happens, something tragic, something so soul shattering that they will literally like, this is my chance to get viral or become relevant. So I'm going to create a YouTube channel just to talk about this one thing or play this one game and hopefully get the audience I need in order to make it big.
I have not a specific example, but something I've seen and I've started watching are a lot of the Helldivers update channels who have kind of found a niche in that because the game is popular, they can just talk about the same thing every day. But I don't know how many of them are like, this is just a hobby I do in conjunction with the game versus this is something I'm trying to do to actually like get myself out there. And like, I don't know if, I guess that's like the ambiguity of it is like, are these guys doing this for fun, knowing that the path they're on is short-lived, or are they doing this and not really doing it in like a with like longevity in mind? But yeah, I just noticed a bunch of them popping up. Like, dang, the game's 2 months old. Well, I guess 3 months going into April.
Which
3 months old. Helldivers 2. And it's like, wow, there's a whole lot of channels dedicated to just Helldiver stuff.
Well,
I guess it's good because it's popular, but
but you never know who may end up dying. Sometimes.
Well,
sometimes it's just bad luck.
Well, it's not even that, but I think the most important part to consider is that, again, And I think a lot of people have this misconception, but I'll talk about this. This is another topic, so I don't want to get too much into it. But again, it's the idea of this is my chance to make it relevant. Because think of it this way. And I talked about this in the episode I recorded like separately, but I talked about genres for books. And do you guys remember the dystopian survival genre from when we were in high school?
The Maze Runner stuff.
Yeah, like Maze Runner, Hunger Games, like the list went on, because I don't know which book started it. I don't know which book.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, like I don't know what book started this trend, but it was like once one book came out and it was popular, then it was like, okay, everybody's doing it. Like I was talking about a book series called Gone, where the kids are inside of a town, all the adults disappear, and all the kids gain superpowers. So it's like Lord of the Flies meets X-Men type of situation. Yeah. And it was a good book series. Don't get me wrong. It did kind of fall off like towards the end because the author didn't know what he wanted to do. But I read another book that was very similar to that, but it was like the kids were stuck in a school or something. And I read it for like maybe 30 minutes and threw the book away because I was like, I wasted my time and my money. Because again, it was... And it's the same thing with isekai. What we were saying with isekai, there's so much of it that people are just doing it just because people recognize it, because people are digesting it. People are taking it in. Like you can't even go on like certain social, like when freaking Lethal Company came out, you couldn't go on Instagram without seeing memes about it.
Yep.
Like it slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah. Maybe it's my algorithm, but now those are gone and have been entirely replaced by Helldivers.
Yeah, and it's like that's just how it is. Like hype and popularity is a trend. It is a wave. Like it never stays high. It has to come down sooner or later.
It does.
And the people
we'll see that.
Yeah, and the people who ride the wave expecting it to always be at the top, because again, you're building it upon something you have no control over. You have no control over how popular Helldivers 2 is and how long it will stay popular for. You have no control over that. So sooner or later, you're going to have to make that decision of, okay, am I just doing this for the notoriety or am I doing this out of genuine pleasure?
Wow.
I think there are examples of people who take that option. They're like, yeah, well, I'm going to do this because I enjoy it, even though it's going to like, I want to say hurt my career, but it's not going to be the best thing for like growth or longevity.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of there's an FPS guy. I remember folks talking like, oh yeah, he was huge, but fuck, I gotta find his name. I'll be back. I'm still here, but I gotta look this guy's name up because I'm gonna be thinking about it. But he's like, what did he play? I think he played, maybe it was Fortnite. He was playing something.
I bet it'd be.
And it died out, but he kept playing, and he's like, yeah, I enjoy playing this, even though I'm no longer getting, the viewership I used to. I still enjoy this.
Or GTA. That is definitely one of them.
The GTA RP?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was big a while back, and then it died,
huge.
And now it's exploded again.
What, GTA Online?
The roleplay servers?
Like
oh. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I thought of something earlier. Creators that I don't want to say hop on a bandwagon, but they do content that is like it's not that there's not like a market for it, but like your own fans kind of get tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
And the example that came to mind were some of the influencer couples who do like oh, I prank so and so, or I pretend to talk to my ex in front of so and so. And it's like, oh my god,
those.
how many of these are people gonna make?
I hate those channels so much. Like, you have to literally be brain dead to find enjoyment out of that. And again, I never want to say like, oh, don't like people you don't like, but people have this weird idea of just because I'm following someone means I have to like everything they post or everything they do. You can unfollow, you can unsubscribe. That is an option. And I think that is one of the biggest things is like when you subscribe with someone and you go with them for so long and then it's like, well, they're not the same people I once knew. What do you do then? Do you just swallow it and stay subscribed? Because I just did a subscriber purge the other day. Like, there are people I've subscribed to that haven't posted in years.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was just looking at mine. You can check your subscription history on some sites.
Really?
I scrolled all the way to the bottom. The first channel I ever subscribed to, September 27th, 2011,
Bruh.
was College Humor, but they're now Dropout.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. It was College Humor. That was the first channel on my list I ever subscribed to.
Dude.
But of course, the name changed to Dropout.
They still post?
I think so.
That is crazy if they still do. Because they were big back in the day. I mean, a lot of creators were, but that was like when everything was new and everyone was like creative and trying to, stand apart. But that's no longer a thing. It's now, how close can I be to my favorite YouTuber? Like, everybody wants to be Mr. Beast. Okay.
Mr. Beast is in his own world.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and
Like, there's really no point for you to try and compare yourself to him. I'm not saying nobody else would be able to surpass him or anything, but that motherfucker is so big. I just don't see how anyone could be reaching his level anytime soon. Because he's doing the kind of material that you would expect live, like cable TV to do. That's why as well.
Yeah.
You get people that maybe don't even watch anything but that. And it's because of the kind of content that he makes. And not only that, he has like 4 managed channels or something.
Yeah, he is a hard worker.
Making some bank.
Yeah, he's making, like, trust me, like a time here and there, I'm like, God damn that, man, I wish I had that kind of money, bro.
In a year or two, he might buy his own country.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, that guy was making videos like since for fucking ever.
Yeah. And that's kind of, again, like, that's just...
And he said he'd never leave YouTube, he said. He loves it.
That is a...
Respect.
Yeah. So that is 10 minutes for the first topic.
Holy shit, that was fast.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to the second one. And I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are on this.
Uh-oh.
The second one is provocative ads / channels on YouTube. Now, listeners, I brought this up because I watch a lot of anime or video games, and I get ads on my YouTube channel that's like, AI generated girls or like anime waifus or that crap. And I'm like, this isn't what the game is really like. Or like, you'll go on YouTube and look up an animated channel. Now, a lot of times animated channels are targeted towards kids. So when I see an animated channel saying, oh, my dog got me pregnant or something stupid like that, that's an actual YouTube video. And I sit there and I'm like, that is not something you Google. Like, that is not something you type into YouTube and look for. Like, so, yeah.
It just popped up. So if it popped up for you, he's saying that video just popped up, the ad popped up.
Well, the ad,
and he wasn't even looking for it. The ad popped up for like whatever video he was watching, but why in the world would that pop out of nowhere for him? And he's not even probably watching content that's even adjacent to that.
Because it's animated.
Yeah.
That's probably the only reason.
But it's like if he's watching something animated, unless it's taken into account, like, maybe the age type on the video or something.
You have to. I think it filters ads, maybe based on your age.
I don't know if I put my birthday on YouTube.
I know it filters the videos, but does it filter ads, or ads just like random, but like
ads must be popping up just depending on the material. But it's like, bruh, what if this is like it's still animated? So I don't know if they have a system where they put a particular ads, like, you know, you said maybe it's depending on the video.
I've definitely seen stuff like that pop up where it's like, download this game now.
Yeah.
AI waifu. And I'm like, no, stop. Please stop.
It's annoying because it's like, you know for a fact that's not what it looks like. And then those games, I don't know if you guys have seen the game trailer where it's like the little, like,
the guy with the numbers. And he has to like kill stuff and take the number.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
my God, I hate that.
Dude, and the advertisement have gotten so weird. Like, they've gotten so weird. Like, there was one that I saw, I think, last month or the month before, where it was like this lady was stuck in the wall, and he came up and had a banana and put it in her mouth. And I was like, huh? This is an ad for YouTube? But YouTube will freaking copyright or, you know, take down videos just for using a song for like longer than to, like, I never told you guys this, but
it's Hero Wars.
Yeah, Hero Wars.
I don't even think is it even a real game?
It is. It doesn't play like that.
They never do. It would be. I wouldn't even mind if the game was like accurate to the advertisement, but it never is.
It isn't. And I never told you guys this, but when I upload our videos to YouTube, the music that I use in the beginning always gets a copyright. It's not a strike. It's not a strike because the like person a claim. It's more just like, hey, we've noticed copyrighted material in your video, but when you click on it, it says the creator has permitted this song to be used on YouTube. As in, as it, you can use it, it just shows a copyright, and it's like, okay. And all that means is if we make money off of it or whatever, and the person's like, I want revenue for all people who've used my music or used this song,
they would end up getting a cut.
Basically. But I'm like, at the end of the day, if that person literally said, like, you can use it, and YouTube, you yourself are saying that we can use this song, don't say copyright. You're so quick to jump on people for the smallest things, but you won't, like, because I don't know if you guys know this, but you can just pay to have ads on YouTube. I don't even think they screen the crap, because I had my channel, like an advertisement for my first channel through Google, and they showed the ad on YouTube. I don't even think they like, I don't even think there was like an approval process or anything.
I mean, does the video have, does it say copyright free 100% music or whatever? Does it say that in the does it say that in the title?
Title of what?
Of the, like, the music that was used.
So the music that we use on the website that I get the music from, it says it there, and YouTube says it as well. So we can upload it fine, and it won't copyright our video at all. It doesn't affect anything, long story short.
Yeah.
So they're quick to make notice of those things, even though the creator said it's fine, and YouTube itself admits that it's fine, but they just like making it harder for people by Because again, it doesn't do anything, and they say it themselves. It does not affect your video.
Why are they even doing that? Like,
because they're stupid.
Sense. That makes no fucking sense.
Well, they just have to make a notice.
Make a notice just in case, but it's like, no, this music is literally copyright free.
And the other thing too is people don't understand that if that is in your video, you can literally just cut that part out.
Then the amount of videos that would have that would be that song, because a lot of videos use a lot of copyright free songs and sometimes maybe the same.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know how much videos? Like, it would be insane.
Like, you cannot quantify that.
Yeah, you can't do that. And it's like, dude, you don't need to make notice of anything. It's just copyright free. Leave it alone. There's no reason for YouTube to be like soft locking out people from making videos. It's like, why are you even doing that? Like, this benefits you, idiots. Like, let them make the shit.
But yet they will let this garbage, this provocative trash exist on the platform with no consequence at all. And it's not even just the ads, but it's also channels too. Like,
is the ads really that bad? Like
yes.
She might as well not have anything at that point.
Mammoth, have you seen that commercial where it's like, I don't know what the name of the game is, but it's like this woman is like a demon, and she's like walking, and she's like, it's time for punishment or something, and her breasts are literally out, and they just have like, it's just censored out, but you can see, like, you know, it is her breast jumping up and down, left and right, and I'm like, this is literally just softcore porn.
I've definitely seen ads that fit a similar description.
I mean,
I would not want anyone under, like, PG-13, TV-14 even looking at.
It's like, yo, these ads need to be targeted to a specific video.
Like we're not putting this on Cartoon Network. We're putting it on Adult Swim.
Yeah. So it's like, why is it? And have you guys ever heard of 3 a.m. channels?
No.
What do you mean?
So there's this genre of videos called 3 a.m. channels where basically they do stuff at 3 a.m. and it's like, oh, that's like the evil hour or whatever. So they conjure up ghosts or whatever. But most of the time it's stupid. No, hold on. It gets stupid because they'll be like, I called Sonic the Hedgehog at 3 a.m. or I FaceTimed Among Us at 3 a.m. or
that's
I called
Gen Z. I have no offense to the younger people, but that's some
that is some Gen Z bullshit.
It is some degenerate crap. But it's been
Gen Z.
In their defense, there are like millennials and Gen Xers who are like way too into Sonic.
No, there are some people in our generation who did it. There's some people who
I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means, dude. Like,
it is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Being that into Sonic, I don't even know what that means.
Well, here's the worst part. They will say, like, okay, say for instance, if let's say, and I hope nobody did this, but let's say the night that Akira Toriyama passed away, and the news broke out, and then somebody came out with a video that said, I called Akira Toriyama at 3 a.m. You won't believe what happened. Those type of videos get on my nerves, and those don't get taken off of YouTube.
Oh, like, that's insensitive.
Yeah. So again, there's this weird double standard of, well, it's like with Twitch, like with streaming. It's like
promoting degeneracy, like actual degeneracy.
Yeah.
Low key. And more so than good stuff. And it's like, what are y'all doing?
And it doesn't make sense. But again, this is just the landscape that YouTube has become. And the problem is that we don't have anything like YouTube to challenge it. So it's like, Well,
we're getting more stuff. They're coming up. You got to give them some time. You got to give them time.
I mean, heck, we could make something that, heck, we could make MySpace again.
I mean, it's still there.
We would make it great again. I just say that.
Make MySpace
great again.
Bro, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Mugga.
So,
for real.
Long story. Well, funny thing is, that's 10 minutes for that one. So I actually did pretty good. Now this
make MySpace great again.
That is going to be the slogan. That is going to be the title for this video. Just so you know,
MySpace viewers. Great again.
Now the last
make
one,
YouTube great again.
Nah, bro, we need something. We need something to replace. We need a purge of YouTube.
Like, YouTube purge.
I mean, we got Rumble. It's coming up with more stuff. You got to give it time for the other types of video content, like even gaming. Like there was so much.
Like a backlog. I thought it was just streaming. Does it have like stuff just uploaded?
Yeah, it does.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they have content on there.
I thought they were just a streaming place.
Yeah, but they'll have a lot. They have, I think, a lot more political content than they do like other. But I see like others that are more libertarian minded that do go on there.
Yeah, I just learned the other day.
That doesn't mean they're bad people.
To Twitter.
Yeah, you can upload to Twitter.
I didn't know you could upload like long content to Twitter.
Well, you mean X
or X? Yeah. It's Twitter.
It sounds like a softcore porn, like just X. Like X. We didn't want it to be like too raunchy. So
computer bro name, dude.
Bruh.
X.
Computer brain number, bruh. I'm telling you, it's X. That's what that is, bro. That's like a 1997 clubber name, bro. X.
Chocolate.
Listening
Thunder.
to electronic music.
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder.
Right.
But I mean, I understand about that. But let's, I guess, move on to the next topic.
So this is the last one. This one is interesting. So I want to talk about the sheer number of people wanting to make it big on YouTube. And what I mean by that, and I alluded to this earlier, because I didn't want to say it with the channels built on hype and dying. I don't know about you guys, but as we were growing up, there were a lot of media we were intaking. To where we were envisioning ourselves either doing that occupation, like how many of us dreamed of being a mangaka because we read Dragon Ball Z or Hunter x Hunter. Like that was what took up our time, and that's what we felt like we could do because we consumed it so much.
Do you remember the commercials telling people, hey, here's the number you can call or the website you can go to become a game tester?
Oh yeah,
they have that on Facebook all the time, but not in that way. It's more like, oh, here, fella, you want to become a game tester? Game tester.
Like, the commercial was like, it was like kid focused because the kid would go running to mom and be like, "Mom, I can get paid to play video games." I'm like, wait a minute, what? Bro, I remember trying to get my mom to let me do that. I was like, "Oh, I can get paid to play video games. Let me go do it."
And I think. And that's the sentiment with this topic specifically is like, I bet we could find a statistic on how many people are on YouTube trying to make it big. And again, I never wanted to be like, hey, we're discouraging people to do what they want to do. But I also want people to, ironically, and be realistic. Like, I think there is this idea of just because someone else did it means that I can do it. That's not...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, that's not, like, you can... And there's nothing... Like, anyone can start a channel. There is no, like, barrier for most people to start a channel. Unless you literally get on here and do some really messed up stuff to get your channel, like literally kicked off the platform, like some creators. But most people and anyone can jump on here and do what they do. But I feel like a lot of people jump on here expecting that instant success without putting in that hard work.
Oh my God, I just thought of something that like kind of encompasses this and one of the previous topics. There's a hell, did you ever come across two brothers who used to do voiceovers of the Homelander? I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better. One of them, the younger brother, he posted the other day and was like, hey, I literally blew up on TikTok just making the same thing every single day and just like riding the algorithm wave. And like it literally took me from working 9 to 5 to being like a content creator. And I'm like, this guy is one out of like, I don't want to say a million, but it feels like after 2 years of seeing that, there's probably a million people who tried to, I want to say, copy or emulate them. But it's like, however easy it is to make an attempt, you should lower your expectations of being like unique or standing out from the crowd.
Yeah. And that was what I was alluding to with the channels built on hype, is when somebody creates a channel and it's like, okay, I'm only creating it because of this that's going on or because this is popular now. What happens when that game is no longer as popular? Are you going to persevere and continue playing that game? Or are you just going to flip flop from whatever game to the next to, just figure out? Because that's why I said I really like, the guy I follow, IGP, because it's like indie games will always be plentiful. There's platforms where people just make video games. Itch.io. Yeah, that's what it's called. Wait, so you said they're called the who?
The Sushi Bros and Lord.Trunks.
Huh.
I'm back.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
Lord Trunks and was it Sushi Bros? Let me see, where's his brother? Yeah, Lord Trunks and Sushi Bros. They were the two who did the. If you see a clip of it, you'll probably instantly know, like, oh yeah, I saw that popping up all over the place on like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok. TikTok is, the more I learn about TikTok, the more I realize that it's just like a content casino. Like you walk in there with dreams and aspirations of putting your name out there, then you walk away with like 100,000 followers and depression.
Bruh.
Why? Because everybody is actually watching.
Well, that, and then like the algorithm will like chew you up and spit you out.
Oh,
and
wow.
then like the numbers, to my knowledge, the numbers are not as impactful, but it is a really good way of like advertising, I guess. If you make it big there, you're already on 2 to 3 or other platforms. It's like the Wild West of making videos is TikTok.
No.
Anything can happen.
I was about to say, I've gone this entire time without ever like downloading the TikTok app, and the majority of my news from TikTok comes from YouTubers, because I'm like, I don't know. It's like same thing with Instagram and Twitter, and it's like, bro, why is it that? And again, this is the same thing that we were just talking about. It's like, why is it that people just get this grand idea that, I can just become famous and be set for life? People, it is a continuous grind. It is not something that you can just be like, oh, I'm famous now, I'm good.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
When we were younger, instead of folks saying, I want to be like a YouTuber, it was always, I want to be a pro athlete or a rapper. I want to be like whoever is in the media at the time.
I want to be Eminem when I grow up.
No.
Like whoever is like the richest guy who got rich doing the most fun or like entertaining looking thing, that's what folks want to do. then they very quickly realize that it's more than just like fun. Like if you want to be successful the way your idol is, you gotta work in ways that they don't really show.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, sometimes it's like getting sleep for 2 days.
And it's
sometimes you had to crash on a friend's couch.
And it's bad. It's like the concept of hard work doesn't change. It's just the occupations continue to grow. Like YouTuber or content creator is now, we would consider an official job nowadays. Like you're not embarrassed to say it in most to some capacity that, oh, I'm a content creator. A couple of years ago, if you said that, they would have been like, huh? Like, are you making money? Are you good? You sleeping on someone's couch? Like, no one would like take you seriously. It'd be like, are you sure? Like, because at that time it was like there was no foundation for that. But I
realized it was big when I think my mom, who doesn't watch any YouTube or streams, was watching something. She's like, oh, that's Ninja. And I'm like, what the hell?
Wait, what?
How do you know who that is?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
How does she know who that
She was
guy
watching something like a talk show or like an event. She's like, oh, it's Ninja. And I'm like, how does my mom, who doesn't consume anything near streaming or gaming, know who this man is?
I would be concerned. I'd be like,
That's weird.
That's when you know, like,
what happened to that guy, bruh? What happened? Does he still make content?
He's not.
He's probably just
anymore.
chilling. Maybe that's it, because I only ever knew him from doing Fortnite.
Yeah, and it was like Fortnite now is just this weird content farm. Like, what was the latest expansion they had? I
don't know, bro.
I think they're just adding characters at this point.
That's what I was about to say, because weren't they going to add some rap group or something?
They probably did already.
Like some rappers. Because
what's going to happen when they run out of people to put in there, bro?
They're going to reuse them.
As long as they can collab with an existing brand, they'll never run out.
I was also going to say, have you guys noticed commercials lately where old bands or like old singers who like aren't relevant anymore are like popping up in commercials?
Nostalgia's starting to hit us.
Because I saw a commercial the other day with, I think, was it Backstreet Boys? Yeah, really? I think it was the Backstreet. Yeah, it was like this weird, I think it was a detergent commercial or something. And I was like, huh?
Because they're popular right now, bro.
But how?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, where have you been all these years?
Probably because the reunion with Justin as well.
Yeah, but we also got other artists coming out of the woodworks too. It's not just them, but what I mean is like for State Farm, they have a few celebrities who just been kind of like, what have they been up to? Just kind of popping up on there, and it's like, but why? I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, because I watched it and I saw the commercial the other day. I was like, are you sure about this? Like, don't you guys have something better to do? Like,
For some reason, we're in the 2020s so far is this weird mix of 90s and early 2000s.
I don't know.
At the moment of this reemergence.
We're in a real confusing spot.
Yeah, and because the 80s never left ever again. So,
well, the thing is, too many
there's
people...
that, and then these two now. And it's a weird smorgasbord of these three pre-existing, like, cultural eras in American history. And you realize that it dominates anything that the 2020s have, because the 2020s doesn't have anything.
Bruh.
Well, again,
holy my God.
It's just bad. Like, it's that creative bankruptcy we've seen that's happening to our movies, our media. and to people where everyone's like, "Oh, I have an idea and I want to change the world."
When a civilization reaches a point where creativity is dying and everybody sees it, that's the mark of a dying civilization.
Well, boys,
we need a renaissance.
Yes, we do. We need DiCaprio to harness his inner fucking Da Vinci and do something so that everybody can be inspired and something. Because he was awesome in Killers of the Flower Moon, but I don't know if that was his best role.
We're like in a culture dark age. We're just looking back at all the fun times.
Well, again,
I mean, it also is because the people that are kind of running things, so to speak, are people in our age group. We're technically grown, so that's why also like you're seeing bands that are playing, and because we're also affiliated with all these people that grew up with us or whatever in some way, shape, or form that listen to this stuff, that's how you also know about it. And then the internet is unnaturally large, a black hole of amplification.
It will continue.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is. It amplifies everyone's voice way more now than it has ever before.
I have to call myself out because I think a day or two ago, or no, this started maybe a month ago. I started getting back into Linkin Park. I'm just listening to them 24/7. It's like, oh yeah, it feels like I'm back in school again.
Back in the lab again.
And then I'm like, I still feel like that though. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
dude,
I don't feel any older, bro. Like, I obviously feel older, and I've noticed that and everything. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
the state of mind. Like the state of mind.
I started listening to like older songs and watching AMVs the other day, and I was like, bro, what is wrong with me? Like, because remember I shared in the chat.
Because you're 31, nephew.
Dude, I literally
quarter life crisis.
And it's not even that. It's like I shared the I Need Sleep, some sleep song from the Shrek 2 movie.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, I was like, dang, this is a good soundtrack. Like,
it was.
Dang.
It was a good soundtrack.
And then I go in the comments.
I need a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the cover of that. That shit was awesome.
And I kept thinking to myself, I was like, why does it feel like I'm retracting back? Because I feel like there's nothing to effectively invest in now. Like, there's nothing capturing my attention. Most movies suck. Most entertainment is the same. What I'm saying is the magnitude of what it once was, where it was like movies were creative, where they were different, where they were innovative. Like, they weren't the same old tired Disney formula.
The ones at the forefront, you mean? The ones at the forefront.
And it's like, at the end of the day, that at least that's what I feel. But not to get too far into this, we're doing it again.
No, but like, what I'll say though is that, there are a lot of original movies coming out, but the problem is that a lot of them are not at the forefront. And if you're gonna hear about them, you gotta kind of be in like movie circles, at least like, even if not in real life, at least in like on the internet, so you can see what people are talking about. And then it's like, oh, okay, so these people are into this movie right now. Like the one that I mentioned to y'all, Late Night with the Devil. It just came out. IFC Films and Shudder busted that one out. So they collabed and were like, all right,
like they were busting a nut or something.
No,
you the one who said busted this one out.
Yeah, they busted it out, bro. Come on. They dropped this movie, and I've been hearing just nothing but praise online about it, you know. And then a lot of times, like you just got to be looking, man, because you'll be surprised at what you see at theaters. Like if you're actually looking, if you're like, yo, I want to go watch a movie. Like me, try it once a month and just see what you find. And then this actually kind of plays into your point too. There are so many movies that have already released that have like fucking re-releases. Like we watched one the other day, Escape from New York. I mean, that one's a little different because it's much older.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like Terminator 2 was in theaters again that same month. That same month. And it was like, what? Like it's not even it wasn't like, I appreciate that, like that they do that or whatever, because like
and
they don't limit they don't limit it to just a special event. However, it's like that movie already re-released in theaters like just 3-4 years ago in 3D or whatever.
Well, I think,
and that was a big event, right? But like, you know what I mean? Like I'm seeing Chamber of Secrets in theaters.
Oh yeah, the Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah, but that's like 21 years ago. I could kind of understand that too. But still, like, there's so many of them that I notice. Like when I'm about to watch something, I even last time, there are times when I'm on the Fandango app and I actually unironically look to see what's good old movies are in theaters that I may want to see on the big screen. But that kind of goes into your point and our previous point about the creativity. Yeah, there are still good things. Dune Part 2 is still there in theaters. Highly recommend. But
they just don't get the notoriety. Or
it's not like as consistent at all. And then it's like, damn, you got to go back to the olds. Yeah, and then it's not even a case of, oh, we're getting old and every generation always looks back at their era more fondly when they were growing. Like, it's not even that. It legitimately is worse. I think we can all, like, if we pull our heads out of the clouds, we can objectively say that it's worse than ever before creatively.
Yeah. And a lot of
the vibe. I'll keep going.
Oh no, go ahead.
I get the vibe that in like movies and TV and gaming, it used to be that you would have to decide, like, what am I going to play? What am I going to watch? There's too many good options. And now I have to, like, try to find something I'm interested in rather than sifting through equally enjoyable or desirable things.
Yeah. I mean, that's also kind of like what I hinted to, with manga. Like, we have Akira Toriyama, who's, unfortunately no longer with us. And with him goes his creativity, goes his genius, goes his series.
Yeah.
And the problem is, and I've said this before with Shonen and other series, is that with Shonen, they will take on, these series and all this stuff. And most of them don't get time to grow. So what's going to replace Dragon Ball Super when it ends? What's going to replace, My Hero when it's over? What's going to replace, Jujutsu Kaisen? It's ending. Like, it is in the end game. Like,
I think it's ending this year.
So it's like, what are we going to do? How is Shonen going to look with just one series? Like,
I mean, to be fair, and this is just reality, but there always isn't going to be a golden age of something,
and that's fine. But what
this is just the end.
Yeah, we can't go from gold to copper. We need some silver in there somewhere.
Yeah, but like, you gotta let it. You can let them cook. Let them cook.
But that's the thing. Shonen isn't. They're not letting them cook. The Ghost Reaper Girl manga just came back. And I was like, they've literally been gone for years. So why are they still in Shonen? Why are they still in the main magazine? Why can't they just come back? But you got other series that have been doing really well, or, that could have done really well if you let them marinate and grow enough. Like, I remember in 1 year, they canceled like almost 10 series. that were just released.
Is that unprecedented for them?
I mean, if you go through the whole app and you see that the ones that have lasted the longest have had multiple releases and whatnot, and then these that could have had promise were just axed.
I will say that I see way more new series pop up when I'm going through feed and Viz gives me feed, or Shonen Jump gives me feed. Or maybe I'm just paying attention all the time. I don't know what it is. Maybe, but I do feel like it's kind of increased a bit, and that maybe none of them stay. But then again, I'm not really reading Shonen Jump right now like that. Like, I'm just not really following anything unless it's super. And even the super chapter, because of Gohan's bullshit, I like kind of skimmed. And then it took me a while before to kind of like, all right. Like, dude, I didn't even read the last chapter. Well, I just skimmed it. But I read this one for obvious reasons.
Well, here's the point. The point is, just like what Mammoth just alluded to, there was a point where we had to decide what we wanted to do or what we wanted to read. It was Dragon Ball. It was Bleach. It was Hunter x Hunter. It was all these different series. And it was like, man, which one should I read first? But nowadays, I literally only read either One Piece, Kaiju number 8, which is unfortunately ending, My Hero, which is also ending soon.
The only one that's not ending soon is Chainsaw.
I mean, sure. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, Chainsaw can only go so far and be so much. So it's like, I go other places to read manga from other people. I don't just go to the Shonen app. Like, most of my favorite series right now are produced by individual people. But they don't get the notoriety that Dragon Ball will get, or, you know, any other series will get. But we, you know, all that just to kind of wrap up and kind of put a nice bow on this thing that we call media. And YouTube is one of the largest, what would you say, like, collection of information and sharing and, you know, just all this stuff. And it's like, we listeners, we have to look at a future where if we want things to change, we have to change within ourselves as well. It's not just, you know, oh, you know, things will get better. No, if no one does anything, nothing will change. So, because the people who are, you know, in those positions are just doing whatever they want and do what they think is right. And obviously they're not right. Because, you know, we see how things are. They're literally releasing the same old movie, just putting a different shine on it. But that was a rousing conversation. And now we're going to get into what we're going to be talking about for the next episode. Whew, okay. You boys ready for this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, as I said, we have basically gone from anime to manga to TV shows to movies. Well, not really manga. We will have to try. We will have to delve in that one a little bit. Movies was the last one. This time we are diving into music.
I knew you were going to say it.
Ooh, okay.
So this one is going to be twofold. What I want, or basically while we were talking, I was putting some bands on a wheel. Just some random ones. And I spun. Basically, they're groups that we've heard of. Nothing like crazy, like, you know, I don't know, an artist that I haven't heard of before. Like 6ix9ine or something. I don't know. But they're bands or groups or artists that we've heard of. And I spun the wheel. And basically, we each will pick our favorite song or a song we enjoy from that group. And we're going to talk about that. And the group of choice is Gorillaz. Out of 10 groups.
Yeah.
Out of 10 groups, Gorillaz. So for next episode, I want you to pick one of your favorite songs. And if one of us has like the same option, which I don't think so, they have a wide range of music and whatnot that we can choose from. And I also want you to keep in your back pocket your favorite band or artist and one of their songs, but also maybe a song you don't like from them that much. From your favorite artist.
So our favorite Gorillaz song,
mm-hmm. And then
a song from our favorite artist,
mm-hmm.
and a song that we dislike, but not necessarily hate from that same favorite artist.
Basically.
Okay.
So the next one is exploring the musical taste of your host. So with that, I think that will do it. Do we have any final say-sos to the crowd?
Not really.
It honestly felt like there were points in our discussion where the backdrop was a dystopia.
And that's probably our own fault for looking at freaking wallpapers for the last 2 hours.
Oh my god, guys, trust me, go get Wallpaper Engine if you're on PC. Even try out your phone.
Like,
maybe it's on there.
On mobile.
It's on mobile.
Oh no.
You will find so many amazing wallpapers. We are not
like
sponsored by them at all. I'm telling you, they're baller as fuck.
We're
Crazy.
like passing drugs along.
They literally got videos as wallpapers. They got a bunch of moving graphics. It's amazing stuff. Go check it out.
All made by regular people like you.
Dude, it is on Android. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any sleep tonight.
No. He's not gonna get any sleep tonight. Jesus.
Oh my god. Okay.
What have I done? I can't believe I've done this.
What have I done to these individuals? But yeah, so I think that is good for us listeners. Again, for our next episode, we are going to delve into music. And as we are building ourselves up as a channel, whatever platform you're listening to us on, if you're listening to us on podcasts or any provider like that, Amazon, Google, whatever it is, make sure to follow, shares with your friends if you guys enjoy what we say and do. If they allow you to do reviews, give us a review. We appreciate it. Give us 5 stars just for no reason at all. Just high five. I like the 5 stars. Oh my god. Oh my god. And if it's on YouTube you're listening to us, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your favorite YouTuber and why you like them, or maybe you want to spice it up a little bit. Say who you don't like and write them down below. And also maybe give suggestions on some media we can talk about. And when I say media, we mean media we consume, not like news, none of that. Unless it's pertaining to like the media that we're like the news with, like someone's passing. That is news that we cover. But that's just because, it fits the topic. So don't say, I want you guys to cover this news story. No. If you want us to talk about retro games, we can do that. If you want us to talk about manga, we can do that. If you want us to literally talk about DVDs, literal DVD players from back in the day, we will do that. I just felt like a crick in my back when I said that. Anywho, but other than that, I think that is it from us. Listeners, thank you for hanging out with us today. And until the next time, peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
And